ございます。I hope we're live. Let me see. Check my phone. Hope everyone is keeping healthy. Actually, I am sick right now, but I think it's just a regular cold. Last night I had a slight fever, ever so slight, and then it went away later. It was weird. And then, well, where is... okay, so we are live. Ohayou gozaimasu. I will be looking at my phone in case y'all have any comments or questions that you want to make on this lesson. Okay, yeah. We're just going to finish up quickly here, lesson 13. And lesson 13 was about transportation. This final section is called... Sorry, I just woke up. This final section is called 浅草までどうやって行きますか? 浅草までどうやって行きますか? Okay, 浅草, let's break this down. 浅草. Asakusa, I remember when I first encountered this word in my intermediate Japanese class in college, everyone read it as Asakusa. Asakusa. It's not Asakusa. Japanese people don't say that. They say Asakusa. 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 And this is a place in Japan, in Tokyo region area. Asakusa, really cool place actually. It's right here on the right with this big, I believe it is this Kaminari Mon, I think it's called, the lightning thunder gate or whatever. Asakusa. Made, right? Made means up to or to. So to Asakusa, どうやって I think we learned last week. どうやって means how, in what way, what means, what method can I use? どうやって行きますか? Right? 行きます means to go. This is the Japanese word to go, and ka makes the whole thing a question. So 浅草まで to Asakusa. どうやって行きますか? How do I go? How do I go to Asakusa? In what method, in what way should I or can I go? Okay? So before we do the activity, sorry, I'm going to scroll down here to the dialogue. And so let's say you want to know how to get from one place to another place. This is a good kind of model, a good dialogue to use. So you could ask, ここから空港までどうやって行きますか? Right? ここ means here. から from. So from here, 空港 is airport, right? Airport まで 空港まで so to the airport. So from here to the airport. どうやって行きますか? Try saying that. どうやって行きますか? Right? How do I go from here to the airport? Okay, and then here's a possible response in yellow, right? ここから富士駅までタクシーで行きます。ここから富士駅までタクシーで行きます。You could also say ここから富士駅までタクシーに乗ります。Okay, so these are two optional endings that you have. You could say, well, let's break it down. ここから again from here. 富士駅. Fuji is Fuji, it's a name. Eki is station, train station. So Fuji train station, まで up to or to. So from here to Fuji station, what? タクシーで行きます。Taxi, we know taxi, right? Taxi. Okay. The de here marks the thing that you are taking. So taxi de. So by taxi, right? Usually we say by in English, by taxi. 行きます. You go. Or one goes, right? So from here to Fuji station, you go by taxi. Or you could say タクシーに乗ります。タクシーに乗ります, right? 乗ります is the verb to ride or to take some vehicle, to ride. And it has to use に. because you're getting into something. So, ni means like in or at, so you're getting into the taxi and you are riding it. Taxi ni norimasu. So either of these endings are fine. This is the first step, right, in the process. There's like 3 steps here. Next step. 富士駅で地下鉄に乗ります。富士駅で Okay, this is another de. This de means at, and you will see this a lot. At Fuji Station, 地下鉄に乗ります。地下鉄. Do you remember 地下鉄? We've done this in previous lessons. 地下鉄 means the subway. Yeah. Sorry, I'm really tired this morning. 地下鉄 subway に乗ります to get on or to ride the subway. 富士駅で地下鉄に乗ります. So at Fuji Station, ride the subway. And finally, 空港駅で降ります。空港駅で降ります。空港 again is airport. Eki is station. So this is the airport station, right? This is the airport train station. And in Japan, in Tokyo, I know in Haneda and Narita airports, they the 2 big ones, right, in Tokyo, they have their own train lines that just go right into the airport and come right out into the rest of the city. So this is what they're talking about. 空港駅, the airport station. De, again, this de means at. So at the airport station, 降ります. 降ります means to get off, to get out of a vehicle, to get off of a vehicle. 降ります. This is a very useful word. Norimasu and orimasu are kind of opposites. One means get in, one means get off. Okay, so you should memorize those, I think. 富士駅で地下鉄に乗ります。空港駅で降ります. So these are like the 3 steps to go from here to the airport. Now, what if you didn't understand what they were saying and you wanted them to repeat or write it down? You can use these speech bubbles on the left here. すみません. すみません. Right? This is our typical phrase for, oh, I'm sorry, or excuse me, pardon me, I'm sorry. すみません. もう一度言ってください. もう一度言ってください. Okay, let's break this down. もう一度 is a good phrase. もう一度 is a phrase that means one more time. One more time. もう一度. 言って is the verb say. Say it. ください. ください means please. So please say it one more time. もう一度言ってください. And then the person who's responding could be like, あ、はい。ここから富士駅までタクシーに乗ります。You know, so. Or if you don't work so well with listening, maybe you could ask them to write it down. So if you want them to write it down, use this phrase. すみません。ここに書いてください。ここに書いてください。すみません again means excuse me. ここに, so you're presenting like a notepad. You're presenting some paper and a pen, and you are saying ここ, here, に, on. So on here, 書いて is the verb to write. ください, please. So literally, here on, write please. Or in English, please write here. Please write on here. ここに書いてください. And they will write the instructions in Japanese. Okay. And once you get what they're saying, once you understand the instructions, then you could end with そうですか。そうですか。どうもありがとうございます。Right? Or どうもありがとうございました. Okay? そうですか is our typical response. Oh, really? I see. Oh, okay. Oh, my brother's calling me. So sorry. I need to put on Do Not Disturb. Okay. どうもありがとうございます again is thank you very much. Thank you very much. どうもありがとうございます. So remember to be polite in Japan. when you go there. So let's try this activity. Number 1, Yan-san is going to Sensoji, Sensoji Temple. It's a famous temple. How is he going to get there? How is he going to get there? So we have some options right here. We have option A, densha. Densha, this is a train, right? Train. B is chikatetsu. Chikatetsu is the subway. C is bus, and that's pretty easy, right? That's the bus. And D is aruite. Aruite, which means walking or by foot, on foot, right? And we have three, three steps. Yeah, that's a good. 3 steps here. 1, 2, 3. He starts at hoteru. And then he uses some way to get to Ueno. Then he uses some way to get to Asakusa. And finally, he'll use a last method to get to Sensoji. Okay? So let's listen to what Yan-san is going to do. I'll play each of these steps. There's 3 of them. I'll play each of them twice. So let me open up Safari. Okay. This is number 1. Let's see. Hopefully you can hear it.
1、
すみません。ホテルから浅草寺までどうやって行きますか？
はい。まず、上野まで電車で行きます。
はい。上野まで電車ですね。
How about one more time without all the fancy music in the background?
1、
Number 1.
すみません。ホテルから浅草寺までどうやって行きますか？
はい。まず、上野まで電車で行きます。
はい。上野まで電車ですね。
電車ですね。電車. So I think the answer there would be A, right? You would put an A in this little box from hoteru to Ueno. He said Ueno. This is a famous place in Tokyo again. We're in Tokyo today. Now let's go from Ueno to Asakusa. Number 2.
2、上野から地下鉄に乗ります。そして、浅草駅で降ります。
地下鉄浅草ですね。
はい。
And one more time without the audio. Or the music.
2、上野から地下鉄に乗ります。そして、浅草駅で降ります。
地下鉄浅草ですね。
はい。
地下鉄浅草ですね. He confirms. You'll notice he confirms most of the time. So 地下鉄 is B, right? He takes the subway now from Ueno to Asakusa. So this is B right here. And finally from Asakusa to Sensoji. So let's go to number 3.
3、
浅草からお寺までは？
駅からお寺まで歩いて行きます。5分くらいですよ。
どうもありがとうございます。
And one more time.
3、
浅草からお寺までは？
駅からお寺まで歩いて行きます。5分くらいですよ。
どうもありがとうございます。
歩いて行きます. So D, right, would go here. She said you could walk. 5分くらい, she said. It's about 5 minutes. It's about a 5 minutes walk. So I hope you guys could get all of those. If not, maybe practice more listening. Okay, so we're going to try Can Do 35. So if you go to a1.marugotoweb.jp, actually I wrote it here. Where is it? Yeah, this is a very useful website that accompanies our curriculum. Go here and you can find your way to I'll go to the home page with you. You're going to click on this right arrow and I will increase the size. Go to the right arrow until we hit lesson 13. This is what we're doing today. And then Can Do 35. So we're going to do Can Do 35 today. Okay. I think we've done something similar to this, but more practice is fine. I'm gonna put on the English and play.
あ、川崎先生、
はい。
JF スポーツセンターはどこにありますか？
三崎駅の近くです。
そうですか。三崎駅までどうやって行きますか？
ダンさんの家は泉駅の近くですね。
はい。
泉駅から電車がいいですよ。便利ですから。
そうですか。わかりました。
Let's break it down. He will go to watch Kendo.
あ、川崎先生、
はい。
JF スポーツ、
Okay, so this is a good place to stop. JF スポーツセンターはどこにありますか？ JF スポーツセンター is the name of a sports center, JF Sports Center. What marks it as the topic of our conversation? どこに right? どこ means where. に means at. So where at あります means exist or is. So where is or where does it exist at? And ka makes it a question, right?
センターはどこにありますか？
三崎駅の、
Misaki Eki. Again, this eki is any train station. So Misaki at the front is a name. Misaki Station. No, I'll talk about no in a second. Chikaku means nearby. So it's literally Misaki Eki nearby. The Misaki station's nearby. And this no will be used to connect any nouns together. So we're connecting the station, which is a noun, with chikaku, which is a noun form of the adjective chikai, close. And des makes it polite.
近くです。
So desu ka, right? This is our standard response. I see. Misaki eki made. So to Misaki eki, どうやって how 行きますか? Do I go? How do I get to Misaki Station?
そうですか。三崎駅までどうやって行きますか？
ダンさんの家は泉駅の近く。
Okay, so she's confirming. The sensei now is confirming with him. Dan-san is his name and title. Dan-san no. Again, this is the no that connects nouns together. Uchi. This is home or house. Wa marks it as the topic of the sentence. Dan-san no uchi wa. So as for your house, Izumi-eki. This is another station name. Izumi. Izumi Station no chikaku desu ne. So Dan's house is, des means is in this case, chikaku, so nearby, so near Izumi-eki. This ne is important because ne here means, in this case, isn't it? Isn't it? Question mark with the question mark, right? You can use desu ne for, actually this is quite important. Ne has a bunch of functions, but one of the good functions of ne that you learn really early is this function for ne, desu ne. It's when you believe you have the right information and you're just kind of like bringing it out of the other person. Desu ne, right? So this is that kind of ne. Dansa no uchi wa Izumi eki no chikaku desu ne, right? Right? Like you're very sure. You're very sure. You're just kind of extracting it from that person. Ne can be tricky, which is why I like to go in depth with that one.
ですね。
はい。
Ah, yes.
泉駅から、
So now she's confirmed that he lives near Izumi-eki. She will tell him how to get there from Izumi-eki. So Izumi-eki kara, remember, kara is from. So from Izumi-eki, densha, train, ga ii desu yo. We learned this construction in a previous lesson. Something something ga ii desu yo means, that thing is good. Or that would be best, right? That would be best. So she's saying the train is best. Why? Benni desu kara. Benni means convenient. Des is and kara because. Because it is convenient.
電車がいいですよ。便利ですから。
そうです。
So desu ka. Really? Wakarimashita. This is a very useful phrase that you should memorize. Wakarimashita means, right, I got it. Or, okay, I understand. This comes from the verb わかります to understand. わかりました I understood or I got it.
わかりました。
わかりました。Hi. So again, you can watch these videos on your own by going to a1.marugotoweb.jp. Let's try. Let's try. That's funny. Okay. See if we can do this. You don't know how to get to Minato Hall. Let's ask.
着物ショーは港ホールであります。
どうやって行くか聞きましょう。So let's ask how we can go. 港ホールまでどうやって行きますか Here's our standard phrase. どうやって行きますか How can I go? And then to まで, right? So all you're doing is replacing what's in front of まで。港ホールまでどうやって行きますか
タクシーがいいですよ。便利ですから。タクシー、港ホールまで。はい。
That's cute. Let's try it again. See if you can do it yourself. We're going to Minato Hall.
着物ショーは港ホールであります。
Okay, so let's break this down. Kimono, right, is kimono. Show is show, right? So the kimono show marks it as the topic. So the topic is, we're talking about kimono show. Minato Hall de arimasu. This is a very interesting construction. Normally, we would say ni arimasu means it is at, meaning it is at this location. However, this is a interesting point with Japanese. When you're talking about events, where events are being held, then you must use de arimasu. Of course, you could literally say the event is existing at this place, but the most natural way is de arimasu, right? It is at this location, wherever. So the kimono show is at or put on at Minato Hall. Very interesting construction. Only with events. So now let's ask, how do I get there? どうやって行きますかどうやって港ホールまで Right? So I explained this already. Minato Hall to, how do we go?
タクシーがいいですよ。
タクシーがいいですよ. We know タクシーがいいですよ. Again, this means it's the best, or this is good. So taxi is good. Why? 便利ですから。便利. Convenient, it is because it is convenient, right?
便利ですから。
便利ですから。
タクシー、港ホールまで。
I'm getting I don't know about you, but I'm getting kind of a condescending vibe from this woman. No, but it's fine because we're supposed to be absolute beginners, right, in Japanese. So this is, I think, perfect. Taxi, minato horu made. She's confirming, right, the information. Taxi, minato horu, made means to, right? To, minato horu. Hi. When you're giving or you want someone to take something in Japanese, you could just present it and say hi, right? Hi. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi. And here's the information in Japanese. Taxi minato horu made. And this is something you could give a taxi driver. That would be useful, I think. Okay. Again, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to write them in the didn't mean to open that one. In the comments section of this video on Facebook. So we actually are done with this section. Asakusa made doyatte ikimasu ka? How do I get to Asakusa? So why don't we move on? We're just going to go straight through. We still have plenty of time. To lesson 14. Lesson 14. 有名なお寺です。有名なお寺です. This is the title of our next lesson. 有名な yume, let's break it down. Yume is well known or popular, right? Well known. Otera is the word for temple, right? Yeah, temple. I always get, well, not always, but sometimes I get otera and jinja confused. Temple and shrine. This is otera, temple, usually Buddhist temple. Des. So we're talking about a temple. It is a famous temple. Yume na otera desu. Okay, and you need this na at the end to connect yume with otera, because it's a special type of adjective. Let's talk about section 1. Otera wa doko desu ka? Okay, otera, again, temple wa makes it what we're talking about. Doko, where? Desu ka, is it? Where is it? Where is the temple? And we have a map here and some choices. I'm just going to go quickly through each of these numbers. So we're going to go clockwise. We already started with number 1, yume na otera, a famous temple. How about number 2, furui jinja? Here's jinja. Jinja is a shrine, usually a Shinto shrine. You have to remember, in Japan, there's 2 major religions, Buddhism, which uses otera, temples, and Shintoism, which uses jinja, shrines. Furui is old, so an old shrine, and a lot of these are very old. They're beautiful, though. I love going to shrines just to take pictures. I only take pictures, and temples too. They're really neat. Furui jinja. How about number 3 down here? Takai biru. Takai biru. Takai can have 2 meanings. Takai can either mean tall or high, or it could mean expensive, okay? It all depends on context, right? So we're talking about biru. Biru is a building. So probably this means a tall building, right? So takai biru, a tall building. You'll see a lot of those in Tokyo. How about number 4? Atarashi hoteru. Atarashi hoteru. Atarashi means new. Hoteru, I think you can imagine, means hotel. Atarashi hoteru. Okay, a new hotel. Number 5, nigiyaka na tori. Nigiyaka na tori. Nigiyaka means kind of like, usually it's translated as lively or busy. Really, it means any place that has many people and they're doing things. So these people are walking or they're shopping, right, on a street, which is what tori is. Tori is a street, okay? So nigiyaka na tori is a street that is busy. It has many people doing many things. Nigiyaka. Number 6, chisai mise. Chisai mise. Chisai means small, and mise is a store. So a small store, small shop. And finally, 大きい銀行. 大きい銀行. 大きい is big. Big. 銀行 is a bank. A big bank, right? 大きい銀行. So you have many big banks in Tokyo, maybe in Ginza area. Then you have the phrase up here. There's a square, and then wa koko desu. Okay, so you can put anything you want in here. Let's use some of our choices. If I wanted to say that the big bank, right, Oki Ginko, is here, and you're pointing at a spot on a map, right? If you're pointing at a spot on this map here, you can use the phrase wa koko desu to say it's here, like on your map. It's right here on the map. So let's say the big bank is right here. It's number 7. So here it is on the map. We'll use this phrase. 大きい銀行はここです。有名なお寺はここです。古い神社はここです。How about you try? Where is 高いビル? 高いビルはここです。 right? I feel like those kids shows that ask the kids to participate. Yeah, useful phrase when you're looking at a map. はここです。Okay, let's also talk about some directions. So we have straight on is まっすぐ. まっすぐ in Japanese. まっすぐ, go straight, right? If you're saying I'm gonna go straight or just go straight, まっすぐ行きます。まっすぐ行きます. Going straight. If you use this form down here, 行ってください. It is a command. Please go straight. まっすぐ行ってください. Please go straight or go straight, right? Then you have 右 and 左. 右 means right, 左 left. Okay, so these are really basic directional words that would be very useful to know. 右 左, right? I will go right. 右に行きます. Please go right. 右に行ってください. I will go left. 左に行きます. Please go left. 左に行ってください. Okay? Very useful words today. So we are gonna skip all the way to this dialogue right here. It says use the maps in the activity above. So we're gonna kind of look at these maps here and practice pointing with your finger. So as we go through this dialogue, we're gonna reference the maps. Let's go over these words on the right here. Restaurant. Restaurant is a restaurant. Otera again means temple. Departo is a department store or like a mall or something. And D is hotel, a hotel, right? So let's get into the dialogue. This person in blue says, すみません. レストランはどこですか? This is a great construction asking where things are. So すみません. I'm sorry, or excuse me, right? レストランは, as for the restaurant, どこですか? どこですか? Where is it? どこ, where, ですか? Is it? I guess you could translate that. すみません. レストランはどこですか? Where's the restaurant? And actually, you have a map, right? Or maybe the person you're asking pulls out a map, right? And you're looking at the map and you say, 私たちは今ここです. Okay, so let me use this map to the right here. Map D. I don't know if you can see that. Map D. So let's break this down. 私たち. 私たち means we. You know maybe 私 means I. But if you say 私たち, it makes it plural. We. は, so as for us, 私たちは今. 今 means now. 今. ここです. ここです. And so they would be pointing while saying ここです. ここです. ここ here, right? です. We are here. So I would maybe point to this star near the train station, near the eki, and say 私たちは今ここです. We are here on your map. レストランはここです. So the restaurant is here. So now you're pointing to another location on the map. So レストランはここです. Now you're pointing here. まっすぐ行きます. まっすぐ行きます. Actually, you know what? Why don't we use the real map? We're using map A. まっすぐ. So we're here. 私たちは今ここです. レストランはここです. まっすぐ行きます. You go straight, she's saying, or he's saying, whoever's responding. まっすぐ行きます. そして、右に行きます. Actually, let's talk about そして. そして starts a new sentence, and it is a, what do you call those words? A conjunction word, kind of like it joins the thought. It moves the thought on to the next sentence. So, そして, そして, I always translate そして as and then. And then, okay? So let's start again. I'm pointing on this map to the upper left. 私たちは今ここです。Right? ここです。レストランはここです。まっすぐ行きます。So, go straight. まっすぐ行きます。そして、and then, 右に行ってください。Is that what そして右に行きます。Then go right. そう、まっすぐ行きます。そして右に行きます。Go right. So this is a very almost rudimentary, kind of crude way of giving directions using a map, but it works, right? And then you could thank them at the end. どうもありがとうございます。Or the past tense. どうもありがとうございました。どうもありがとうございます。Thank you very much. Right? どうもありがとうございます。Right? Okay, I normally, in class, if we were together, I would say practice with someone nearby. Take 5 minutes, but we can't really do that anymore. I always say, if you don't have a Japanese person nearby you, you can always use apps. There are plenty of apps, and I've referenced them in the past. Hello Talk is a good one. Highly recommend that. But Google it. There's plenty of services, free services online to find Japanese speaking partners. It's really good. All right, let's try this activity. Which map are we talking about? Which map are we talking about? They did number 1 for us, B. So this person is getting directions for, it looks like a otera, a temple. And wow, they just have to go completely straight. まっすぐ行きます. So let me get the audio ready for this. This is 171 and 74. I'm going to get the audio for you guys. We are already on lesson 14. Wow. 171. So let me play number 1 for you real quick. It's loading.
1、
Number 1.
すみません。お寺はどこですか？お寺？今私たちはここです。お寺はここです。この通りをまっすぐ行ってください。はい。どうもすみません。
Let's listen to that one more time. And this time, I'm going to point out each of the lines that they are saying.
1、
Number 1.
すみません。お寺はどこですか？お寺？今私たちはここです。お寺はここです。この通りをまっすぐ行ってください。はい。どうもすみません。
Okay, I hope you could see my mouse. I know it's kind of tiny on your screen. I apologize. But, I tried to make it obvious. 今、私たちはここです。お寺はここです。この通りをまっすぐ行ってください。So it's fine if you don't understand every single thing they're saying. Right? He used some phrases that maybe we haven't encountered before. この通りを right? まっすぐ行ってください. Butまっすぐ行ってください. So, in your mind, make these connections. I'm supposed to go straight, right? And with context, I'm supposed to go straight on a road, which is what he's saying. So on the road or through the road, go straight. この通りをまっすぐ行ってください. Please go. Let's try number 2.
2、
すみません。
I'll point.
レストラン桜はどこですか？
レストラン桜？ああ、富士ホテルの中にありますね。
富士ホテル？
今、ここです。まっすぐ行って、右に行ってここ。
ああ、はい。どうもありがとうございます。
Let's break this one down. This one was kind of tricky.
2、
Number 2.
すみません。レストラン桜はどこですか？
すみません. I'm sorry, but レストラン桜はどこですか? Where is the restaurant Sakura, right? It's the name.
レストラン桜？
He's confirming. レストラン桜?
ああ、富士ホテルの中にありますね。
富士ホテルの中にありますね。Now, this might have thrown you for a loop. 富士ホテルの中. We've learned 中 before. No 中 means inside. So inside 富士ホテルにありますね. It's inside of 富士ホテル. Hotel, right?
富士ホテル
She's confirming.
今、ここです。
So he's saying 今、ここです。We are here now.
まっすぐ行って、右に行ってここ。
まっすぐ行って、右に行って、ここ。Right? So you go straight, then you go to the right, and it's here. まっすぐ行って、右行って、右に行って、ここです。
ああ、はい。どうもありがとうございます。
Thank you very much. So I'm saying we were going to put A for number 2. That's what I think. A for number 2. 3.
3、すみません。デパートはどこですか？デパート？あっちあっち、すぐですよ。すみません。もう一度お願いします。デパートはここです。今私たちはここです。この通りをまっすぐ行きます。ここで左に行きます。大きいデパートですから、すぐわかりますよ。はい。どうもすみません。
Wow. Okay, this one's a little challenging as well. They're getting harder. Let's try it together, breaking it down.
3、
3.
すみません。デパートはどこですか？
Where's the department store?
デパート？
She's confirming department store.
あっちあっち。
あっちあっち. That's kind of a colloquial way or an informal way of saying, oh, it's over there, it's over there. あっちあっち. あっちあっち. It's over there, right? I think it would be appropriate for this young woman to be using あっちあっち. Yeah, it's over there.
すぐですよ。
What did she say? すぐ?
あっちあっち。すぐですよ。
すぐですよ。すぐですよ means it's right there. Like, it's not far. すぐusually translates to like soon. So in this case, it's like she's saying, you'll get to it soon. Like it's that close. すぐですよ。すぐ。
すみません。もう一度お願いします。
もう一度お願いします。I believe we talked about it, this phrase up here, yes. Remember, もう一度 means one more time. One more time. And you could say, もう一度言ってください. But she said, もう一度お願いします. Remember, お願いします means please, like you're asking for something. Please, can you do this for me? もう一度お願いします. Could you say it one more time? Right?
デパートはここです。今私たちはここです。
So she does kind of backwards. デパートはここです. So she starts with the department store's location. 私たちは今ここです. And now we are here. She's pointing at the map.
この通りをまっすぐ行きます。
この通りをまっすぐ行きます。まっすぐ go straight on the street.
ここで左に行きます。
ここで she's talking about the intersection. ここで左に行きます。go left.
大きいデパートですからすぐわかりますよ。
She used some vocab we just trifled with. 大きいアパート. It's a bigアパートじゃなくてI said apartment. デパート。大きいデパートですから because it's a big apartment. You will understand. わかりますよ。She said you'll understand. すぐわかります I think she said. You'll understand quickly. Let's listen again.
大きいデパートですからすぐわかりますよ。はい。どうもすみません。
Another This is a very, very polite way of thanking someone for troubling them. I'm sorry to trouble you. Ah, domo sumimasen. I'm so sorry, thank you. Or in English, maybe we'd say, ah, thank you, excuse me, right? Domo sumimasen. Very polite. So I think number 3, the answer is C. The answer is C. And that means number 4 should be D, but let's listen to it anyway.
4、
すみません。パークホテルはどこですか？
パークホテル。高いビルですよ。
どうやって行きますか？
今ここですから、まっすぐ行きます。で、右に行きます。ここです。
ああ、はい。どうもありがとうございます。
One more time, let's break it down.
4、
すみません。
Sorry.
パークホテルはどこですか？
Again, our key phrase today, どこですか？パークホテル。Park Hotel はどこですか？ Where is it?
パークホテル。高いビルですよ。
高いビルですよ。Maybe they're outside talking, right? And the man responding says, 高いビルですよ. In this case means that thing, way over there. 高いビル, right? We learned 高いビルmoments ago. A tall building, right? It's that tall building, way over there. ですよ. And remember, ですよ, when yo is at the end, it sounds like the responder is conveying information that he thinks the listener doesn't already know, which is not condescending in any way. It's natural in Japanese. 高いビルですよ. Okay.
どうやって行きますか？
Our key phrase again. どうやって行きますか? How do I go?
今ここですから。
So he said, 今ここですから. So now, he didn't even use 私たち. He didn't use a subject. He just said, now here. Now here.
まっすぐ行きます。
まっすぐ行きます。Go straight.
で、右に行きます。
You could say, そして、右に行きます。Go right. But he says, で、右に行きます。で is very common in speech. When Japanese people are like adding on information or moving on to the next piece, oftentimes you will hear で、which it's more, I think, of a filler word. It's more of a filler word. It's you add when you're moving on to something else. So here he could have said そして右に行きます. But instead he's like で右に行きます. Either one is fine. Very natural Japanese. で
ここです。
ここです. It's here.
はい。どうもありがとうございます。
Thank you very much. どうもありがとうございます. D, right? D is the answer for number 4. Okay? I hope you guys found this not too hard. Possibly fun. All right. Wow, we are just trucking along. So let's quickly do section 2. We might start it and finish it next week. We'll see. Section 2. 今、どこですか? We've talked about all these words before. 今 means now. どこですか is the question. Where is it? Where is it now? Where is it now? And we're going to talk about some location words. So, 駅の前、駅の後ろ、駅の中、駅の隣. So here are some location words. 前, what do you think 前 means? Based on the picture, 前 means in front of. Okay? In front of. I forgot my video there. 後ろ means behind something. Behind. 中 means inside of, inside or in. And 隣 means neighboring or next to. Okay? 隣. So if you want to connect some kind of place like eki or some kind of thing like a box, right? you need to attach it with no. This no here, right? No connects to nouns. And location words are nouns in Japanese. And the noun of, what those location words are talking about is a noun. Eki no mae, eki no ushiro, eki no naka, eki no tonari, right? So, very important location words for you to know. Again, I always say, make flashcards. If you can, make some flashcards. So let's go to the dialogue. We have a telephone conversation. And I believe these two people are trying desperately to find each other. Actually, did we have... you know what? Before we move on to section 2, let's do Can Do 36. My apologies, I totally forgot about Can Do 36. I love these can do's. 36. How to get to a destination using a map. This is very important. Let's not skip this. Dan is looking for a post office. 郵便局.
"すみません。
はい。
近くに郵便局はありますか？
郵便局ですか？ありますよ。
どこですか？
私たちは今ここです。郵便局はここです。まっすぐ行きます。そして右に行きます。
わかりました。ありがとうございます。
This acting is always so amazing. Let's break it down. Dan is looking for a post office.
すみません。
はい。
近くに
Sumimasen, right? When you want to get someone's attention, maybe on the street, sumimasen is the best option. Right? Excuse me. Chikaku ni. This is a phrase that means nearby. Chikaku ni. Yubin kyoku. This is the word for post office. Wa arimasu ka? So, is there a post office? Right? You could also say, Yubin kyoku ga arimasu ka? Wa, though, I feel makes it more like an emphasis. I don't care about anything else. I want to know where the Yubin kyoku is. Where is the post office? Okay?
郵便局はありますか？
郵便局ですか？
Yubin kyoku desu ka? Oh, the post office, you say? Right? Arimasu yo. There is one. And again, this yo is used when we're conveying information we think the listener does not already know, which is definitely the case here, right? This man, our student here, Dan, obviously does not know where the Yubin kyoku is.
ありますよ。
どこですか？
Doko desu ka? Where is it?
私たちは今ここです。
So you notice he's pointing. He's pointing to the map and saying, 私たちは. So, as for us, 今, now, ここです. We are right here. ここ, here. And he's pointing while he's saying that. 郵便局はここです. And then he's going to point to a different location while saying ここです. It is here.
郵便局はここです。まっすぐ行きます。そして右に行き。
まっすぐ行きます。Straight, go. So go straight. そして、and then, 右に行きます。Remember, 右 is right. So go right. 右に行きます。
わかりました。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。So let's try. Let's ask someone for help.
あ、そうだ。近くに美味しいレストランがあります。行きましょう。
あれ？
All right, let's ask this person how to get there. どうやって行きますか？どこですか？このレストランはどこですか？
はい。
私たちは今ここです。レストランはここです。 まっすぐ行きます。そして左に行きます。
どうもありがとうございます。Oh, this is great. Let's try it one more time. I love these videos.
あ、そうだ。近くに美味しいレストランがあります。行きましょう。
あれ
あれ Good word. あれサラリーマン。Let's ask him. Try saying it with me. すみません。このレストランはどこですか？
はい。
はい。
私たちは今ここです。レストランはここです。まっすぐ行きます。そして左に行きます。
どうもありがとうございます。Or どうもすみません。Yeah. Okay, so this is actually a very good place to end today's lesson. Thank you guys for joining me. Next week, we will likely get into section 2. 今どこですか? Where is it? And we will review, these location words, and we'll do the dialogue, we'll do the activity. We'll likely finish lesson 14 next week. Thank you guys for joining. After this is, again, the bilingual Bible study on the same Facebook page. If you are in our WhatsApp group, there might be links to a Zoom conference. I'm not sure. Whatever Yui is planning. But stay safe, you guys. And if you could keep me in your thoughts and prayers. I am sick right now. I don't know if it's corona, but it's not terrible. I'm sure it's just a coincidence. I hope. Thank you guys for joining. I will see you later. Bye-bye.